Hi, I'm Kirsten Flournoy. I'm the editor of San Diego Family Magazine. We have a special treat for you today. We recently had the amazing opportunity to go behind the scenes at Sony Online Entertainment, one of the leading manufacturers of video and online gaming, and they're based right here in Mira Mesa. 3 of our San Diego family kids, Carter, Kellen, and Sydney, went with us to try out some of the games and get a tour and also get a sneak peek at the super cool upcoming Star Wars Clone Wars adventure, which is coming out in the fall. Follow us on our video tour to see how the animators bring their cool characters to life. Visit the Usability Lab, where kids test the games for the market. Be sure to pick up our July issue to meet John Smedley, the CEO of Sony Online Entertainment, and find out about great prizes and giveaways that we have going on our website, sandiegofamily.com. You can also become our Facebook friend or follow us on Twitter to get updates on cool contests that are coming up that didn't make the print issue and special giveaways that we offer throughout the month.
Everquest was our first game, so I mean, obviously we have 10 years worth of items and expansions to go with that.
So that's why there's a bunch of Everquest right here.
That's the first game that our company made, and that was 11 years ago. These are trading card games. It's a virtual trading card game that you can play within Everquest and Everquest 2. And so each one of these pieces represents a trading card that has different powers that you can play against an opponent. A little rundown of what you do.
Okay, well, when I get the characters for the game, the modeling team makes those, right? The character team. And when I get them, they stand like this, which is very boring. Nobody wants to play a game where the characters just stand like that, right? It looks like when I get him. He just stands there, his eyes are closed, doesn't move, he's just standing real still. So if I wanted him to stand, I'd open his eyes a little bit, maybe open his mouth, make him smile a little bit. Right, he's kind of a bad guy a little bit, so he's kind of like an evil smile.
He's getting an evil smile.
So I can rotate his ears, bring those back. I can take his hat, kind of move it around a little bit if I want. I can take it off if I want. I can bend his fingers. So if you want to make him attack somebody or punch him or hold something. You can take him and move him around, and his feet will stick to the floor. Yeah, it works like glue, exactly. So when I move him, I know his foot's not going to move, and then I can go in, I can move this to the next place. So if I want him to walk forward, I can just do this, and then I take his foot and I move it to the next place, and then that foot will stay there when I move this. And then when I get him up here, then I take this foot and move it up here. Then I move them again. So it takes a little while to make them actually do stuff, you know? So
He's walking backwards. He's doing
yeah,
that.
so when I do that, then it goes backwards. But this is one I already started animating. But I can go in and they have all these little things stuck to them, and that lets me move it around. So if I want him to look that way, I can just take this and turn it and he looks that way. If I want him to look back that way, then I can just do this and make him look back that way. And then when I play this, I've set all these different positions. So it's almost like a toy on your desk. So when you pose it out, you can make him look like he's standing or sitting or running or whatever. And then I do another one and another one and another one. And then when you're finished, it looks like they're running, if you do it right.
So you're finished?
With this one, I'm finished, yeah. This one's been done for. I'm just testing some new stuff that we just put in. It's about to go up tomorrow. So they do different tricks each time you get on a hoverboard or get on a launch pad.
So this is our usability lab. For all of our games, we go through a rigorous kind of testing process. So every time we have a new feature or a new mini game for Free Realms, we ask for kid volunteers, whether it's outsourced or kids of parents here, to come in and play the games. So they sit down at the computers, and the cameras actually go into another room where we can sit and kind of watch what they're if they're confused about something or if they have questions, how they're acclimating to the new content. And it's actually really, really helpful in terms of iterating on our games and making them easier or harder depending on what we're looking for. Especially, we've learned a lot with free roams is that we can see, okay, we might have thought this type of content was going to be, really fun or really interactive, but then everybody else is gravitating to some, a different feature. So we can kind of tweak, because it's a live game, we can tweak and kind of test what actual content is working and what's not. So the game guide is a good example. Before, we didn't have that. We assumed people would walk to the places they wanted to go to, or they knew how to get there. Well, because, we learned that kids like to just point and click and go. So we made it easy for them to kind of get to the content that they were looking for. A lot of times we find, kids want to play online with each other and go on quests with each other. So a lot of times, even when I'm playing, people will be like, hey, will you be my friend? Do you want to group with me? And that just means that you can go into quest instances together and play together. And you can, travel around the world by following each other. So it makes it a lot easier if, say, you and your friend are meeting, today at 3 o'clock, let's meet in Snow Hill. You guys can both friend each other and group, and then commence to adventure through the world together.